I do you well. I do you well.
Man in the world.
Man.
What I'm there, you know.
I mean, man. Tell you something. You see the word prosperity today and a whole heap of people like see it, you know.
Real.
And a whole heap of people like to hear, brother.
But no for them, you know. No for PNP them when you see a carry on and a gallivant. And no, them a prosper. They never prosper under the government. No for them a prosper, them a benefit from the tax break and everything. And then still want to see government lose power.
Never benefit from every single thing we can think of. Everything that is in place where persons will benefit from.
Greetings.
Greetings, Belvin.
Yeah, man. They don't want to work, man. Hand out them a look.
Yeah, man. That's for them story from, man.
Yeah, man. They want to look creepings. They don't want to take up a tool, man, and go look work and do work. And them a talk about no work, no day, no job, no day.
Yo,
The amount
let me
of
tell
job
you
with
something.
right now.
Let me tell you
Construction
something.
work me doing right now.
If-
Me tired to get phone call.
If my mind serves me right, if it's not yesterday, I guess it's gonna be today. One of the biggest job fair ever. I go home in Jamaica. If it's not yesterday, it is today. And I guarantee you, my understanding that hotel for all over the globe. And I guarantee you, how much of them are go there?
Enough people are go, man. Anytime I see work, the vast majority of Jamaican want work, you know, it's a small minority in a true they load on the internet. Nobody feel like a whole heap of them, but here what them a break through, cause enough people believe say Prime Minister rob for true. Cause that we used to, that we grew up here, say politician and thief.
You see, some of us Jamaicans, we are very shallow minded. We don't take time out to know things for ourselves. Anything what we hear John Brown say to run with.
Good morning, Angela. Andrea, sorry. But me I say to you, say, remember, you know, say, all of we from where I grew up, we are here, say, yo, politician a thief. So,
Yeah.
when time them a say Andrew Holness a thief, now you not go take a nation, nothing for believe, say, I'm a thief for true. Cause that we grew up here, we already ingrained in a way.
And then don't get me wrong, you know, but the PNP are good at propaganda, you know.
Yes, sir.
When they make up a story and talk it, it becomes real, you know.
Morning, sir, morning.
See, Angela Brownberg. Good morning. Angela Brownberg is the one who we see tag all our media houses yesterday. And right after them tagging media houses, then calling Bam Cheta Prime Minister residence to make it look like, say, police are moving for the Prime Minister to lock him up. And at the end of yesterday, you know. But the Jamaican people, they need to make them know, say, yo, I'm telling you something, a righteousness we are dealing with, you know. Anyone not deal with that, you know. You can't walk the street safe, you know.
but
We need to tell them that, you know.
My understanding that the PNP are call a press conference this morning, yeah.
We are waiting to hear it, man.
Exactly. And when we hear it, and if it is not nothing that's suitable, because then we call island-wide demonstration too, you know.
They don't know say look a pocket site rise up from yesterday. Look a pocket site go on from yesterday.
Yeah, because as can't to them they need Andrew to resign.
For what? When do?
That is the question.
The Integrity Commission never charge him. They can't bring charges against him. They recommended charges against him and nobody never charge him. If the Prime Minister they get charged for something illicit, then we could have said, yeah, if he resign, but he not get charged for nothing. And them still a try to spin a narrative saying get charged for something. And all we are telling E that them say Prime Minister get charged for nothing, then still a run with the same man.
Exactly. So that's why we say they're good at spreading propagandas. So all of us we need to stand up.
That's why they want to step down.
Yes, sir.
They know say next election, man, they're on a fire. So they match everything. They match everything in the book, man.
Listen, me a call for every Jamaican this man. We are 93 persons here. And I call upon every Jamaican this morning, every law-abiding, well-thinking Jamaican to stand with me. We are asking for removal of everybody that is leading the Integrity Commission. We are asking for their removal this morning. See? They must be
Brother,
dismantled and be fired this morning. They have brought disrepute
exactly.
to the country. And this can bring a civil war in the country because the country divided right down in Migliano, you know.
Right now, the country divide. Right now, me can tell you that
See?
Dujon, and there's tension. There's tension, and I don't think people are going to give up on the prime minister like that, because you can see that it's clear, like them it's colluded where them.
Me can't tell you, me can't tell you right now.
He
Me
enriched
can't tell you right now,
himself with
Philippians,
any
me they are
state
England.
fund.
Me they are
There's
England and me not
nowhere
talk
in the
bite me lip.
report, right? People talking about bank accounts. There is nothing illegal with you having more than one bank account. Me
You
have
can have up to
investment
50 bank
accounts,
accounts.
me have loan account, me have my regular saving account, me have whole heap of bank account, right? And me can transfer money from one account to the other account. No illicit in that, nothing. And not where, as me say, no in the report, no said the man benefit from state fund, nothing at all.
Excuse me.
What
Can I
they
say?
need to do is attach the international audit report, and they're not doing that. Why aren't they doing that?
Can I ask a
Because the
question?
Integrity Commission is invaded by the People's National Party.
Can I ask a question?
Why they about to?
When Integrity Commissioner do them checks on illicit enrichment, yeah? Don't they involve tax evasion inside of it?
Yes.
Okay, so all comes no. Cause we have to look upon this, you know. So all comes now the IC I recommend tax evasion in for another investigation again.
Because the
The
problem
IC
itself.
the IC now no power to recommend anything.
But
You hear
this is
President
what I say now.
I Senate said yesterday. The IC can't they not no power to recommend no charges to the Prime Minister. So they just
what
attach
me I
to
say,
that
what me I
field.
say, during the investigation, if you are investigate for illicit enrichment, yeah, you're gonna look on tax evasion, you're gonna look on funds coming into account with party. It is not like money watching thing then, yeah. So you tell me no, you do your investigation and you can't find nothing. You get forensic people come in, yeah. So you are as a taxpayer in the country, you get added to by the taxpayer if you pay the right amount of tax by their investigation. So
Well,
how
let me
come
explain
now?
something to you. Let me explain something to you. So the company in question is an intellectual property company. When give to his son. So it is a digital kind of thing. I am a YouTuber and I've been a YouTuber for the past 3 years. My channel never did that grow. And because my channel never did that grow, the video them when I post, which is my intellectual property, right? Sometimes 4, 5, 6 months, me not get $1 for none of them because it don't add up. Me not get enough views to get no money from it. See, now I could have gone to a bank at England and say, listen, lend me £5,000. Me want to buy some camera equipment and some things for fix up my thing, for make my thing grow. Something could happen, me take money and do something else. See, and that bank account where they lend me loan, and I probably send you out of their account because me know say they can use the same account and draw back your money, suck back your money from me. You understand? So nothing untoward not happen this. And even if the Prime Minister not pay no tax, what happened to Mark Golding? Mark Golding has no assets in Jamaica where fee tax when supposed to pay them.
But it was found in a report that he's not paying taxes for the charity, one of his charity, and the
But
two
charity
that
don't
he
pay
has
tax.
in England.
Charity don't pay. Oh,
Charity don't
No,
really
there
pay
was
tax. So.
some
charity don't pay taxes.
there were some taxes that he was supposed to pay. It came out in a report that Zara Burton.
Yeah, me hear the report.
Yes, I
there.
understand. I heard if Zara Burton
Me no remember
interview.
if what
Wait,
kind
she
of
was
tax
speaking
or
to Cliff
whatever
Hughes.
money.
Good morning,
She
Right?
was
Lashika.
speaking. Hold on a little bit. Let me just address Everton. Everton, you see the Integrity Commission, they're all over the place right now. It is a concerted effort between the Integrity Commission and the People's National Party to bring down the government and the regular PNP ways to chop off the head of the leader. They have done it before, and it's a playbook repeating itself only in modern times. They started out with the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. The illicit 6 and the illicit 8 is a totally different thing from the Prime Minister's statutory declaration.
All right. Give me a floor there, guys. Give me a floor 1 second. So we have one of my schoolmate, Amelia. She's a renowned PNP. Me and her go to school. Me know her personally.
Good morning.
Amelia.
Good morning.
Amelia said me love my party.
Take me down, Dijon. Take me down, please. Take me down.
They can't stay a bit.
No, me not
Stay a
stay
bit,
on
silly.
a platform with them. Me gone.
No man, I'm a friend, man. Hold on.
Me not deal with comrade none at all. Me allergic to them.
No, I'm a fair one. I am fair. I am very fair.
All right, so Amelia,
I am very fair.
I want you to outline to me
and I make them comment they don't the sun and know nothing, and I make them
hold on,
comment they
Philip
don't
here. Hold on, Philip here.
It is okay. We don't all have to agree. We just have to be able to have
So, Amelia,
dialogue. And
I want to outline all I negative them where you see happening in the country and all of the bad things the Prime Minister do. I don't want to hear nothing positive. I don't want to agree to nothing positive.
No,
I just want to
I'm
name
not
at
gonna
least,
do that.
if I can name
Yes.
3 of them.
But I want you to remember the first term of Andrew, that although
Yeah.
I support People's National Party, that I, as a member, as a delegate, did say that Andrew was the better candidate at that time. Remember that I am always country above party. So I am fair in that sense, where I feel like between Andrew and Peter Phillips, Andrew was the better candidate. That was coming from a PNP. So give me my credit.
So what has Mark Golding done for you to say he's better now?
It's not that Mark Golden is better, because all of them are thief. That's the way I understand. So I'm never gonna
Andrew
praise.
is not a thief though.
Okay, see.
Hold on,
All right.
Philip. Hello. Go
No,
ahead,
we can
Amelia.
agree to disagree. It's politician, and then at the end of the day, me and you are just regular citizens, and we can't swear for politician. But I do
All
not
right,
like.
Amelia,
I do not
Amelia,
like. I'll tell you
hold
what
on,
I
let me
don't
say something
like.
to you.
I'll
Yes,
tell you
hold on.
one thing.
Hold on, Amelia.
Uh-huh.
Before you go ahead, may I give you a floor for 2 minutes. But before you go ahead, yesterday I deal with a realtor. Because I'm moving a new property. And I believe that every realtor is a thief.
Correct. You can say
You
that.
believe? Okay, go ahead.
It's your opinion. It's your opinion and your experience. So I'm not here to tear Andrew apart or anything like that. All I'm saying is, number one, I don't like what was happening with the Maroon town, because I think that it's sacred. I didn't like that, and I do not like where Andrew and his wife, I think there's a conflict of interest with all of the monies and the contracts and what they have been doing. And that just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But I don't have
Kind of elaborate
I'm
a
not-
little further upon that, Philly.
no, I don't know enough about it. All I know was that
No,
his
but
wife,
what you
not his
said a
Andrew,
while
his
Hold
ago,
on, Philippian. Hold on. But I mean, you can't comment for something like that. If you remember, say she's an elected representative, you know, and she never
I'm
hold a
talking, about,
cabinet
I'm
position.
talking about the contracts that she got. I thought that those were conflict
What
of
contracts?
interest. What
contracts? Cause I am an avid labor right. I mean, I know about them contract there. So which contract you
the
got?
people and property and all the developments that she herself personally has? How does she obtain all of that property?
What evidence you have to suggest that?
It's title and deed to her and her companies. It's public information.
Where did that happen? Where?
No, in Jamaica. What do you mean?
So Amida, let me ask you a question now. The same integrity commission where bring down the Prime Minister now. You know, believe if them things that did happen with Mrs. Holness, integrity commission would have hand a fair skin too.
I don't think she didn't deny it. She's just saying
She don't
and
need to, she
claiming
don't
that
need
it's
to,
legitimate.
she don't need to say it real or not. Just like the Prime Minister never say he innocent. Him stay silent and him say gagada, even though the Prime Minister stay silent. Because you know why? Him respect with institution them enough to stay silent. And he never want bring no longevity to what them a say. See? Even though it get
Well,
longevity now, because
Yeah,
they
and that's the
decide to
right
they
thing
not
to do.
done.
me
And
want
that's
to
the
say
right
something
thing
to
to
the
do.
lady. Me want to say something to the
That's the
lady.
right thing to do.
So if we not
Alright,
kill
hold on, Everton, hold on. So we are go right from the top now, Amida. Everybody are going to ask you one question and not keep it short. We are go right from the top. Oral, go ahead.
Okay, the question that I want to ask her, because she said something about properties and all of that. Is it, and this is the only questions, is it that she's a real estate?
If she's a what?
Real estate agent.
I don't know if she is. Is she?
I'm asking.
No, no. Even if she is, that's create a bigger even conflict because
Cannot be a conflict there. Cannot be a conflict, man.
I don't think that if you are a real estate agent, it doesn't have anything to do with your ownership of properties.
Secondly, you
Is she,
said about,
is she accepting clients?
secondly, you said something about all those contracts and stuff like that. Okay, let me tell you this. I do building and construction. And if my wife, my children, or anybody want to come join in my company and make that company bigger, yes, I will. So I cannot see that there's no conflict of interest right there.
Wait, what you say? You don't see a conflict of interest?
No.
Okay, that's okay. The general people and the votes will determine that. See, me and you can have that opinion.
Hold on,
And
now.
what?
Before we go to one Kizzy, let me ask you this, Amida. Are you aware that in order for Juliet Holness to be Speaker of the House, both parties had to vote on that issue? Are you aware?
Yeah,
Okay, so where's
they
the
did,
conflict
but
of
I'm
interest
telling
coming
you that
from
the
now?
people. I'm telling you that the general public that wasn't a good look for her, and it left a bad taste in people's
Yeah,
mouth.
but
It's about
the
winning.
People's
PNP know
National
how to win.
Party. Yeah,
PNP
but the
know how to
People's
win
National
elections.
Party agreed to that, right? So if there was a
Yeah,
conflict of interest, would they have agreed to it?
maybe or maybe not. Like I feel like all of them do it. I don't feel like
No,
she
she within
is
her right.
the only one
She's
doing
an
it.
elected official voted in by the people, so she within her right. Our constitution allow for it. Anyway, go ahead, Kizzy. You can answer your question.
Hey, good morning, everybody. You know, I never did really request to come up because I'm kind of up on the move on the internet, maybe a chip in and out. But, Miss Lady, you know nothing about Miss Wellness, honestly. And we can't be hypocrites and talk about husband and wife because our history of politics, a two cousin and family start, PNP and JLP, family ever in our parliament. Portia Simpson and Warmington, a cousin. And whether they
And
end
Bruce
up on
Gowley.
two different sides, whether they end up on two different sides of the aisle or not, are still politics. And sometimes the opposition vote with the government, and sometimes the government members abstain because and all the time, even when them support the same party, and all the time, sometimes you see them not show up because they don't want to vote, they don't want the record, but they might abstain from because they don't agree. As it relates to Mrs. Wellness, please go and do some research and try no say. When people sit down and talk about Mr. Wellness, you don't know nothing about Mrs. Wellness. And Mrs. Wellness is a hard-working lady, achieve everything where she have in her own right. And all we try to muddle up her name about she's a real estate developer. She own a whole construction company. Any land where she have a buy, she buy it. And yes, there is a case in court, so maybe that's why you guys cannot use, which is typical PNP for exploit things. I cannot say to a fact what the issues are regarding the case because they are court. So me no know, me can't speak on that. Until when a ruling come out, then we will know. Me never sit down and run with something when me not have no facts. So, right? Me see PNP. Wait, me I go jump off for DUJON. Just 1 minute, me said it. Me see them have diagram a post all about and a talk about one bill from one bill. And there are so many developers in a Jamaica, a bill all over Jamaica, and you don't hear nothing about them. And a little building, Bunting and them no build down in Manchester, but you know, hear no nice, but them there for Miss Wellness. Leave the lady alone.
But we here for Everton now. Go ahead, Everton.
Yeah, what may I say? What may I say? The lady talk about properties and whatever. Yeah? But one thing I want to tell her. Go back to Finsack. Yeah? Just go back to Finsack and Finsack will answer your question. Yeah? About Mark Golden. The same company one name Darren Bunting and Golden, yeah? Just go back to them. And you find how much people are right now living in a hut because of them. Okay? How much people who don't have a house, who used to be rich or have a business, don't have a house. You go back to that and that you tell about enrichment.
Hold on, Gary, come back now. Amelia, are you aware of what Finsack is? Amelia?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes.
I said, yeah, and remember when how horrible Finsack was. I am not I am a PNP, therefore I have to defend PNP. Remember, we all denounce Finsack.
Yes,
Most reasonable people. Most reasonable people, whether you was.
Who is the main person in a Finsack?
I don't remember who that was.
Golden, Mark Golden.
I know that, but I know that the Golden was mentioned a lot. I know that. I don't know if he was the head or not, but I do know that he was a major part of it. However, what Andrew did, and that's why I said PNP know how to win elections. Right now, when you think about what they have tied to Andrew's name right now, how he is evicting people off a property and pulling people out. What do you mean?
Andrew evict people off a property.
Andrew was never knocked down the woman house. I'm sorry.
Criminal were selling land to people.
No, hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me tell you something. There's nowhere in the world you can go capture people crown land. If you know what a crown land is, you cannot do it.
Now in Jamaica, people have done it for years, and they have and what the government. Can I come in now? And what my government has.
Hold on, everybody. So Amidia, let me ask you a question. Because somebody have captured people land for years, does that make it right?
No, that doesn't make it right. But what it also does, though, because remember, people are paying taxes and land right now in Jamaica where they not ever see it, and with hopes of owning it. If you pay over a certain period of time. But I'm saying you have to find a resolution. So if you build a house on a lot where you capture, I'm not saying it was right.
Amelia, did you see that? Hold on. Did you see that the Prime Minister relocated those persons and actually build a free home, give them? Did you see that?
When we the people
called and
denounced
did you see that the Prime Minister relocated those persons?
No, when we the people said something about it, DUJON, but remember Desmond Mackenzie did good and Negro go do the same thing. So I'm explaining to you that the Labour government have a history of doing that.
Where Desmond Mackenzie do a Negro?
Yes. If you don't talk about Westmoreland. Don't know nothing about Westmoreland.
No, I want to try lead on this.
I've been waiting
This is one of the main reasons why I came up here.
I am from
Westmoreland. Hold on, everybody, hold on. Amida, you're from Westmoreland like myself. Which part of Negril Desmond Mackenzie mashed up?
DUJON, this was probably 20-something years ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember the government 20-something years ago?
When Desmond Mackenzie was mayor. Remember when Desmond Mackenzie was mayor?
He could mash down Negril, responsible for Negril.
We say the man who down a Negril did it right down there. People down the ball. The government have a history.
No, go ahead, Goody. And then we hear from Classic. Go ahead, Goody.
Yeah, I've been waiting for DUJON, because they say your friend, I've been trying to be very disrespectful. But Amelia, please to close your mic because you're upset my spirit. You are one of those privileged every hour because you are one of those privileged individuals who seek to just get your party in power on the backs of suffering Jamaicans. You come up here and tell lie on Desmond McKenzie 20 years ago when PJ was in power. 20 years ago, and the same thing we do to Bruce, Edward Siago. We tell lie on the man say he married pardon this when Michael Manley was in power. Miss, stop listen to your PNP propagandists them and try to smear the woman's name. The lady is a hard-working woman who works for everything she have. To this day, she has not gotten a government contract. But you know who get government contract? Peter Bunting and Mark Golding, whose company moved from 1.5 million US to 100 million US in 15 years. So let's be very frank, and DUJON are your friend and you know her, but sometimes we have to make them cut the bullshit because she come up here and she blatantly tell lie. When you ask her a question, she twists it.
Listen, calm down. We are reason with her, and we are gonna make it people there here.
Yeah, I understand DUJON, but she is lying. The woman
me go Dana now. Good. We hear from Dana. We don't say lie. 20 years ago, everybody knows.
Good morning, everyone.
Go ahead, Dan.
Me tell you something. I'm not a really big politician, but I grew up in a Tivoli garden from ever since. And one thing me know, if PMP did get that territory there, Tivoli only be Tivoli like no. But one question to Amelia. She says something say anytime if PMP want win, them know what to do for win. Yeah. Me agree upon that. Because when them do the extradition pan Dodos, if Labour right it for win, Labour right now win. You know, Labour right win, because why Labour right win? Because PMP know what they were doing. PMP know the plans that they were doing. Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Portia Simpson, yeah, them have them plans. So that's why Labour right win that election, because if PMP they don't win, them would have to win if them don't win. Come back. Michael Manley, when I was going to primary school, Michael Manley, with pad and all them something, the people now use pad. And them have to buy a pack of pad. Forget even a tin of milk, forget even a pound of rice. That I was going to primary school. In the 80s when gas strike, from PM Labour right in power, they ever see those things happen? Have they ever seen those things happen? That is what I'm asking Amelia.
So Amelia, I'm a party, me love her and my country.
Yeah, but has she seen those things happen?
Dana, the 90s was the gas strike. The 90s?
Yeah, the 90s was the gas strike, but see, the gas strike and alright. You know, say in the 80s. My father was transporting Miss Mixes Siago to the Spanish Town Hospital. You know the Riverton man them do? Lay wait when them come back. Broke him jawbone, says, so the Labour writer come here. Broke him jawbone, put him in the hospital for how much days. Him can't eat. He might have drink porridge through straw. He might everything he might do through straw. Sake of the PMP government.
Alright, we are go live on now, and then Philippe, and then we go to Pitbull.
Yeah, man, respect.
The contribution. Go
ahead, listen me if I go next him still not get free.
Oh yes, classic. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Morning, people. Good morning.
Alright, so, classic, go talk.
Yeah, man.
Alright,
I'm a soon jump off.
And after you then me.
Yeah, man. Cool. So, one of the biggest sweetheart deals we have seen in Jamaica's history was given to Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Deering. And what came out of it is DB&G. And in the 90s, when all our institutions were failing, all of them just locked down.
What DB&G is now. You have to tell her.
Deering, Bunting, and Golding was a bank, was an investment bank that was created by Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Mr. Deering. And also, JMMB was created in that time period, while every institution was failing. All right? They also got a sweetheart deal where they got a $75 million from the government in a one time when everybody has struggled and a beg and a ball. We would have seen in Mandeville, DB&G would have created a whole lot of complexes. And that's our some more sweetheart deals.
Classic, can you remember what inflation was at 1992? I mean, me and you would have been 2 year old, so who don't know about this? So tell her what inflation in Jamaica was in 1992, people. If anybody remember. If you
I
don't
think
remember, me can tell you.
I think it was 190 something or 200 and something. No
No
remember.
man, it was 80.7% inflation was in
All right.
1992. And this is
So
when them
so
put on taxes and raise saltfish and Jamaican people could eat saltfish anymore.
so the Mark Golding were you they are a protect and a lord. He was also involved in the gas riot of the 90s, 1999 gas riot. The only time me ever get tear gas in my life. And I was in second farm at Glenmure.
What
And
year was this?
1999. Mark Golding was a part of that. All right? And
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time,
but
at the time, you know, at the time of media, they would have gotten the cheap gas from Venezuela, and they were selling it 3 times the amount that the previous gas was selling for. Mark Golding was also involved in the 1997 prison riots, where it is said that 17 people were unalive in 2 prisons and 40 plus people were injured. And I can just go more detail into it because one of the prisoner who spent 15 years behind bars, when he came and he told his story, he said it was 40 plus people who was killed, but they just named 17. And he was in just one of the prison and he can tell you about 40 plus people. The government turned their back on the people. And those people, for 6 days, we had a riot in the prison.
Who was the government on the day, Classic? Who was the government on the day?
PJ was the prime minister. KD Knight was the security minister. No one was reprimanded from the government for that. No one. Because they were busy with FinSac at the time. Mark Golding was a part of it. And we can come back to 2012, 2013, where Mark Golding now is the justice minister, where our grade 7 to 9 students were being taught same-sex materials in schools. And as a justice minister, you would have been playing an integral part in that.
hey,
Mark
Classic, can
Golding
you
care?
go back? Can you go back a little bit for me? Because you was at 1999, and you talk about the prison riot. Whatever happened, and
1997.
who was the government?
1997 was a prison riot.
Yeah, and who was the government at the day when they decided that a prominent
PNP.
part of our culture, the Rastafarians, were mentally ill individuals, including members of my family.
It started under Norman Manley, miss. And we
Who
all
was
know that.
who was the government of the
1961.
day when
It
they
started
used
under
machete?
Norman Manley.
No, the
Norman
question
Manley
is,
started the atrocities under Rastafarians.
no,
And we all
the
know that.
the
History
question.
has shown and proven that.
Alright.
And when the government of the day, what you want to prove, which is the labor right, Bustamante, when the police would have reprimanded the Rastafarians because they believe that they should be running Jamaica. They were out there rioting. They were out there looting. They were out there destroying people's property. They were trying to overthrow the government. And the government had to take charge. We couldn't just sit back and allow the Rastafarians to do whatever they please. Would your government do that?
That's not true, but I get
Would your
that you
government
believe
do that?
That's
Yes or
that's
no?
not true.
What
It
is
is
not
true.
true?
It is in the cleaner.
What is true?
Alright,
Make we hear fear
that
history.
now.
Go ahead, Amida.
The
Hold on, Devon, you go
Rastafarians,
next. We just
you
make
have
sure
to
you go
tell me
Classic.
where the
By the way, one more
Rastafarians was
thing.
trying to overthrow the government.
It is in the cleaner, darling.
The
Go and do
gra-
the research.
the
There's one more that I
Rastafarians,
need to mention. There's this community in Spanish Town named Lime Tree or
we're
Lime
not
Tree
trying.
Lane. All right, and I remember in 2003, between 2002 to 2004, when PJ moved an entire community in Honey Hill and moved them to that place. Tear down all of that because one of them rich friend did own those properties up in the hills of St. Andrew. And that is the biggest mass movement of people from one place to the other and tearing down of structures in this country.
All right, Livan, go ahead now. Go ahead, Livan.
All right. I mean, two things me have to say. All right, three things.
So Labour right and PNP can get on do.
All right, you see with the Rastafari thing out of Carl Garden, I same thing Mark Golding I come back with now. Where you allow people to capture people land, and then it go cause problem wherein if a Labour is in power and people that capture people and abandon people property, and the government react, when you go say government wicked, which that you cannot allow a person to capture a person's property. That cannot be allowed. Next thing, history is where the People's National Party has never done nothing good for this country. Never, never. So why you come and so now go try to convince me?
You want to rebut that, Amida?
If you want three teeth in.
Hold on.
That was just pure. That was just pure emotion. He said
go
that
ahead, you want to rebut the PNP never do nothing for Jamaica. List some things the PNP do for Jamaica.
What do you mean? PJ Partisan, think about it, one of the longest, I think is the longest serving prime minister.
Yes.
To say that he has under the PNP leadership, nothing has been done for the entire country. I mean, I don't think that's a fair statement.
Name some of the things
he took us into the 21st century with roads and schools and the internet and all the infrastructures that we have. That was the foundation. Right now, that's still the foundation we're building upon.
Who did build Causeway? Who did build the first highway then?
Hold on, Philippine.
The government prior to him. But I'm just saying, as long as he's running, his statement was PNP has never done anything, and I'm just saying that's not true. I'm not arguing.
Man, we have reason, we have a reason with facts, we have a reason straight. So, I want to outline how much school PJ bill. See, I want to tell you how we bring internet. Because internet did there Jamaica before PJ win government.
No, I don't know the amount of school. I don't know what the amount of school PJ built, but of course, you and I both know that under his leadership, we have had a lot of educational institution being built and improved, right?
Can we agree on that? But not built. And
improve.
Name one. All right, hold on. Let me ask you. Name one institution that you know that PJ built. Just one. One dege one.
A school in my community named after my family. It's a small school in my community. We didn't previously have any. And under under PJ, which was at the time MP Carl Blight.
What's the name of the school, miss? What's the name of the school?
All right.
It's called Rupert Hall Basic School that in Westmoreland. And so, but he asked me to name one, and I'm just saying because that was named after my family.
Miss Irving, once it named Rupert Hall Basic School, it wasn't built by PJ. Basic schools are private schools.
That's a private school.
Basic schools are private schools. Infant school is government school.
It is now an all-age school, but that's okay.
She alone come from Westmoreland.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Hold on, I'm not finished yet.
Okay.
I make live on land and then Philippine come in. I'm not take time with my classmate because I'm not stress her out,
No, I'm not. You notice that I'm not even pushing back because I am used to this. And the point about it is kind of the point about it. Let me say this, Jen. The point about it is not to oppose or try to convince. It's to learn. And so,
Ricardo, big up yourself.
A part of learning is, for me, I don't stay away or shy away from people who have opposing views. And so I appreciate and I embrace it and I learn from it. I'm not so ignorant. I'm not so ignorant to listening and hearing, because think about it. If all of y'all already is on the same side, it is up to you to talk to people who oppose so you can get more support. You don't get support by talking to people that already have your point and understand your position. That's not how you win elections. You have to talk to those
So,
people that
I
try
got
to
tell you
oppose.
though, Amidia,
Alright,
when
now,
PJ
alright,
was
Mr.
in power, he
Anderson,
promised bill about
I'll give somebody else a chance.
Bola and
Alright.
Livan. When PNP did not power under PJ, probably 3 or 4 school them bill. The most school or high school ever built in Jamaica built under the Jamaica Labour Party. Go ahead, Livan.
Alright. What alright. You see what this government that they do know? You see all of them good things are Andrew, Doctor, Andrew Honest, I don't know. You see all of what we do know. Why you tell the panel, tell everybody panel in life no, and what better plans your
No, you
leader.
must talk to our Levan. Me go address something. Just
Well,
talk.
I may
Just give
ask
you.
her, say,
Me
more she
want go
tell.
away. Me want go away. So me want say what me I say, and me I
I'm
go
not
away and
running
give
for
somebody the
office.
box.
They're
Hold on,
looking for your
No,
vote.
Amelia.
I'm
Hold
not.
on, Amelia. Hold on,
well,
Amelia, because I'm
well,
going to
Philippine.
leave. 11, hold on. Because you said that the PNP know how to win election. They know how to win election and lies, propagandas, spreading rumors, right? Like they're currently doing. There's an IC report that clearly doesn't state any illicit activity of the Prime Minister, right? But yet the PNP is campaigning that, oh, the PM should resign. The PNP always cook up false propaganda to try and win over the people of Jamaica. It is never, I can grow the economy to this percentage. It is never, I have these social policies. It is never, oh, I'm going to build up these infrastructure or whatever. It is never that. In 1972, it was the missing school scandal. No schools were missing. What are you feeding the Jamaican people? Because what we saw Sunday was nothing short of a circus, a clown show. That is what we saw Sunday. Criminals parading and a stage show. Someone who went in courthouse, jump up on the bench. Yeah? Say the judge, you're not, me can't call you my honor. You must call and me you serve. And that L.A. Lewis tell the judge no. No, and me run things in the courthouse. And have this man come and do and give money on stage. And it's not first criminals come and give PMP money on stage. It happened in 1989 when Skengyang he carried the money come give Michael Manley. So you know if you win election. You win election by tricking people. That's all you do. Trick people by winning election. You no win election and tell people so you can make them life better, because the things them when Mark Golin says Sunday. Nobody not even remember I'll do a plagiarize what Andrew is already doing. So when you're going to say PNP is good at winning election, they're not good. They're good at lying to the Jamaican people, twisting them brain, and that is why them say them love the poor. But them love them to keep them poor, because well-thinking Jamaicans do not align themselves with the PNP. Only the ones at the top who know that they can benefit.
All right, Philippe,
And
we
those
hear
are
from
the
Pitbull
lawyers
now.
and the doctors.
We
Because
hear
not
from
even
Pitbull
Portia
because we have a
Simpson never
series of
lied.
questions to ask Amidia, you know. Go ahead, Pitbull.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Media, I mean, I get up this morning with a good mind, a good spirit, but the way you came on here and the things that you say, it upsets me. As a Jamaican, and listen, I won't even forget this. A supporter of the best party that ever ruled in Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party. I think as adults, we should come on social media with the truth and the facts. You know, if we are going to represent or we are going to put our party on a high pedestal, come with truth and facts to support our party, but don't come with lies. I overheard you speak a bag of lies this morning. And I think you're an adult and you're over 30. You know, so some of the things that you are saying, you know the truth to them, you know, but you're just coming here to spread a bag of lies to put your party on a high pedestal. I am over 50, like I said. I know much. I don't speak much, you know, but listen, speak the truth, ma'am. Please. That's my few word.
All right, so I'm coming in, I know. So I'm there.
Good for the job. Make everybody know that we've been at this since we was kids and we're adults now.
Yeah, no, we're not done a regular war for
I
me
have
and
a
I.
question to ask her.
Adults now.
Dojan, beg you one.
Hold
Beg
on,
you
no, me a
one.
go, no. Me a
Just
go,
one
no,
beg
me a
you
go,
one.
no. But me
I
just
get
ask
to
her
serious, you
one.
know.
Hold on, no, me just ask her one question and then the floor open back to her again. So, I'm there. You and I
Yeah.
would have gone through school, spend most of our life at Westmoreland. Can you point to one thing that the People's National Party gave me and you in Westmoreland? One thing. And bear in mind they would have spent some 40 years in Westmoreland. Can you point to one thing that we got from the People's National Party?
Which year was school established?
That school was established under the Jamaica Labour Party. Senior school was established under the Jamaica Labour Party.
I just asked her what year. Well, I don't even know the year, so it don't matter. Never mind. I think it was senior school before. You're right.
Yes. So anything we can, and the Savlama Hospital was built by the Jamaica Labour Party as well.
So you said PNP never done nothing for Westmoreland.
Not a
Never.
goddamn thing. PJ Partisan, who was the Prime Minister, was the Prime Minister and Defense Minister, and he was the MP for Westmoreland Eastern. And not even a piece of road. They not get up a Westmoreland Eastern. And this is why I can't say the People's National Party.
So you're saying Westmoreland, one of the parish are bringing the most tax dollars because we unofficially have two cities. You say we as much taxes as we bring in from Negril and Savlamar being the two cities. They're not with tax dollar. They say they like go to Kingston.
Them know you can point to where PNP give it or Westmoreland. Point to one thing, just one thing may I ask for.
I mean, Negril have come a far way.
Negril was created by Edward Siaga.
Yeah, what do you mean by created?
Negril was bush and it was developed by Edward Siaga and turned into Negril.
And you believe that and you're gonna stick to that?
That is absolute history and fact.
All right then, and I'll argue with you. Like I said, I'm just here to hear what y'all got to say to convince me why I should vote for your party because I still got my vote.
Go ahead, hold on, Oral. Go ahead, Classic, and then Oral come in. Go ahead,
I got my vote, so it's your job. It's y'all job. Cause see what happened is, it's y'all job to tell me why I should vote for y'all party.
Okay, Miss Irvin. So the last high school that was built in Westmoreland is the Belmont Academy, one of the most prestige high school in your parish, and it was built by Andrew Holness. People would ask which school in Bill. That is one in your parish, one of many. All right, but let me ask you: who do you consider as the poorest of the poor in Jamaica?
What do you by who? Like in terms of
what category of people do you consider the poorest of the poor in Jamaica?
Farmers, maybe the most hardworking.
Has to be the
They are the
homeless
most
people.
hardworking. The who?
The homeless people.
You know, if a farmer homeless, they're the hardworking, so they get the shitty end of the stick. I think.
Okay, so in my view, and I think in many people's view, the homeless people is the poorest of the poor. Have you ever heard about the Mud Lake scandal?
Oh, Jesus.
Always your mention of it. Somebody was just mentioning in the comments also, yeah.
Yeah, man. So your beloved PJ Patterson would have ensured that they were dumped in a lake, in a mud lake. All right. And once they are dumped in a mud lake, they would have been left there to just die because of the hardest thing for them come out. But the goodness of God made a kind heart was there and did not make all of that happen. Now we're gonna fast forward to the same Desmond
Was
Mackenzie
the
that you
savior a
said.
laborite? A laborite was the savior?
I can't say it's a laborite.
Oh.
Person never identify himself as a laborite or a PNP. But we're gonna fast forward to the same Desmond Mackenzie that you said destroyed homes in Westmoreland. He actually created drop-in shelters for these homeless people, for them to go and get a warm meal, to go and get a bath, to get to even have a night's rest, and to even stay over. You understand? And that is created in every single parish. He also upgraded all infirmaries in Jamaica. So you remember the infirmary there at Westmoreland where stink and you just afraid people look over there.
You know what infirmary I'm there over poorhouse. Remember
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
Gully Banks?
We know where
Remember
you're talking.
poorhouse?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
the government completely
right
rebuilt
now you
over
gotta
there.
go over there, go lie down in any one of them bed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same Desmond Mackenzie.
I don't think I'm even allowed to have an opinion on Desmond Mackenzie, but okay.
Amelia, I guess you're
I reserve my own thoughts about Desmond.
Amelia,
When
I guess.
what you said about Desmond, Desmond wasn't even a part of the government in terms of him being even an MP at the time. He was just merely a
Is it
mayor.
my thing?
Check your connection. Your connection is really bad.
Oral, go ahead and answer your question now, Oral.
Alright, Amelia, I guess you're from Westmoreland, but you really don't understand much about Westmoreland because probably you leave Westmoreland when you're pretty young. But I guess I hear you
No,
said
if
I
something.
you're
did
big,
not.
you're
Also, I
not
don't
big.
understand much. I don't understand much about the logic and thinking of a laborite. So when they tell me, and I'm here learning,
Well, this is not no
that's a
logic or
different,
none.
and
This
this
is
is
no
a different
logics.
perspective.
This is no logics or thinking. This is facts. Alright? Let's start off with Carl Blight, because he was Minister of Housing, Water and Work. You know, say if you go to prison though. And until this day, no go.
Exactly.
And I can name you a few who forgot prison with him. Because the whole entire Westmoreland when take taxpayer money, dig up roads to them around water and no water in them the pipeline there.
Exactly.
White House Westmoreland talking about Desmond Mackenzie lick down place and all of these things. White House Westmoreland, there's a piece of property out there that they call garden, just a little bit below Cologne there. When PJ keep a massive meeting down there when they kill much hog and cow and all of these things, and look at the people, they might say, all those property belongs to you. You can't get it free of cost. A whole heap of people run go down there go build a house. By 1 year time, every single soul will build a house down there if you move off of it.
It was only to win the election.
Exactly. That same school that you're talking about, who built? Wrong.
They only know about the good things about the People's National Party. She don't really know their history.
Let me tell you the good things now that your party done, and it's very brilliant. Some brilliant things they do in Jamaica. Let me tell you the good things that they done. The good thing they locked down Goodyear factory, they locked down salt factory, they locked down all of the garment factory them in Jamaica. We did have one of the best milk factory in Jamaica, they locked it down. One factory where they out what they call in a town, that's how they locked down. They sell out the whole of Jamaica. Not them, PG rather. Sell out the whole of Jamaica. So yes, they do some great things in Jamaica to keep Jamaica as poor as possible and they could have.
I pray now, Diego. So I mean, let me say something to you now. And you know, some me would have traversed home more than you. Because I can't remember last time I see you come home. Anyway, we need to link up, you know. I want them go down and everybody link up. Me carry them on trip or something. And enough of them to behave themselves.
Yeah, no, yeah, we need to. We will though. I got some business that I'm handling there, so I'm in and out quietly. I'm in and out quietly, so.
So me tell you what I go on Westmoreland now. Sablamar Infant School, new 3-story block being built by Andrew Holness. Godfrey Stewart also building a new block by Andrew Holness. We have built out capacity. Savlamar Primary is getting a new block, 2-story block, building out capacity. We're going to change them from shift school to, well, Godfrey Stewart wasn't a shift school, but we're going to change Sav Primary from shift school to just a normal school. See? We have the ferries to Haddo, main road, built by Horace Bruce Goldie. See? We have the first STEM school right beside Manning's auditorium. Right? We have the infirmary, a 50-bed infirmary. We house the mad people. Then if you come and serve now, you're not going to see so much mad people on the road. Like, they let them out at day and them come back at night, but them can have shower, they have 3 spare meals, and them can bathe and them little thing there, and take them medication. See, Desmond Mackenzie did that, by the way. That is his brainchild. But it happened under Andrew Holness' government. See, the government is embarking on a program now to give Chilani, St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland water. We are going to fix the water problem within the next 2 years. That program is already underway. The pipes are being laid, and a dam are going to build from Chilani, and pipes are going to run through St.
I
James.
also remember this was already in the works way
No,
before.
this never in the works. This a particular part that wasn't in the works.
Okay.
See? What else we get at Westmoreland? There's something else we get at Westmoreland. I'm soon tell you.
The Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, built by
Yes,
Labour.
the PNP get the money there for build the building, and then and we have to reallocate the money again. And some $72 million was given to the PNP run municipal corporation and the Bertel Muir to rebuild the Sablamar market and build the Negril market. This is from 2020 and 2016 as a matter of fact, and it is yet to be built. We also getting 3 new police stations. One at Little London, one at Frome, and one at Landile. Since Sam alone now will have 2 police stations. See? Under this government that happened. 19 consecutive years the People's National Party did in power. And when that me left Jamaica and come to England to live and return to Jamaica for the first time, we still a drive police shape. Remember them carry all 100 them? We still a drive them there. See? This government has purchased 1,437 brand new police vehicles since 2016 and now. We are not the same media. So I'm a party, I love my country, but my sister, my party, I fix my country. So that make me love them even more. And you can rebut that if you like.
No, because they now gonna never do nothing wrong right for you. Like wrong for you. The People National Party now gonna do nothing right, and the Labour government, just like you said, me only say good PNP though.
So hold on now. May I give you a floor after? I mean there again, I want to name for me for the second time I got ask you. Just one negative or one bad things that this government have done to the people of Jamaica.
The current inflation, people can't find work, crime and violence that and Holiness this promise that he was gonna bring down, and I don't like that we have Chinese and everybody else that don't pay enough taxes as the average person. I feel like those people should be taxed higher. That is coming in, making money. They're not spending the money back in the country. They're going back to where they come from with all the money,
Alright,
especially
hold on.
Chinese
I will
people.
if you say, you know, go and break them down, go and break them one. So, let me ask you this. You living in America now, working and being a realtor. Well, get the inflation issue, right? Yeah, is also an immigrant like myself in England, in England. Yeah. Would you find it necessary for them to charge me and you more taxes because we are immigrant? I'm bear in mind, you
No,
know. Bear in mind we are
not
bringing,
more.
hold
I
on.
just don't
Bear in
think that.
mind me
No,
I
I
bring
think that
business
if
and I
you
employ people, you know.
no,
So
that's not
bear
it.
in
I'm
mind me I
thinking
bring
if
business.
what I'm saying
Hold
is
on,
if
hold
me
on,
and
hold on.
you, not more, not more.
Hold on. Bear in mind, me and you bring business and we're going to employ persons, we're going to pay taxes. So, you know, things that we need a tax break.
For
Hmm?
businesses, yes, I get. But I mean, I own a
That is what is
multiple
happening. They're
businesses,
getting a tax break in a
and I
permanent.
do.
And by the way, that
I'm
tax break
saying
that they're
if you
getting
are
is
going to
started
do
under the
that
People's
for if
National
you
Party.
no